It started with a flicker, just a faint blip in the data. Something cold, silent, and fast was moving through our solar system in a way no one had ever seen before. Telescopes from Hawaii to South Africa caught it first. Then NASA confirmed it. A new object, uncharted, unbound by gravity's expected rules, and most terrifying of all, coming from outside our solar system. At first, it seemed like just another rock. But within hours, patterns emerged. Its speed was too fast, its trajectory too precise, and its reflections too bright. When scientists traced its path, what they found made their blood run cold. It was headed straight toward the heart of our solar system. For decades, we've believed space is silent, still, and indifferent. But now, as this mysterious object barrels through our cosmic backyard, the James Webb Space Telescope has turned its gaze upon it. And what it has started to reveal may be something humanity isn't ready for. Some are now asking, what if this isn't just a visitor? What if it's watching us back? First detected between June 25th and 29th, the object, now officially named 32 Atlas, appeared on the radar of Atlas, a high-speed sky scanning system designed to catch potentially hazardous objects before they surprise us. But this time, Atlas didn't find just another asteroid. What it caught was different. Its speed exceeded 152,000 miles per hour. Its orbit didn't follow any known gravitational loops of comets or inner solar system wanderers. And when astronomers reversed its trajectory through simulations, its origin didn't point to the Oort cloud or Neptune, but to interstellar space, possibly even the core of our galaxy. This wasn't a leftover rock from the formation of the solar system. This was something that had been traveling through the dark for tens of thousands of years, unseen, until it crossed the threshold into our solar system. But the deeper mystery wasn't just where it came from, it was why it arrived now. Before 2017, we had never seen a single interstellar object. Now, we've seen 3, each stranger than the last. After the initial confirmation, scientists worldwide scrambled to get time on the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful space observatory ever built, designed to peer deeper into time and space than anything before. Webb was now focused on something much closer and potentially far more unsettling. The object's brightness didn't match its apparent size. Based on the light it reflected, it should have been massive. But measurements suggested it was smaller, meaning the surface wasn't behaving like rock or ice. It reflected like metal, was cold, and possibly hollow. Harvard astrophysicist A.V.A. Lubb, who had suggested the 2017 object Oumuamua might have been artificial, stepped forward again. He urged scientists to look for non-gravitational acceleration, small deviations in motion that can't be explained by the sun's gravity alone. If such deviations exist, they might indicate the object isn't drifting, it's navigating. And if it's navigating, we are not watching a rock. We are watching a decision. To understand the significance, we need to look at the 2 interstellar objects that came before it. In 2017, Oumuamua shocked the scientific world with its strange elongated shape, lack of a comet tail, and mysterious acceleration after passing the Sun, despite showing no signs of gas or propulsion. Then in 2019, Borisov appeared, clearly a comet, but faster and more volatile than anything seen before. Each of these objects left us with more questions than answers. But 32 Atlas is different. It combines the inexplicable brightness of Oumuamua with the trajectory of Borisov. It doesn't behave like a rock, but it also doesn't fit neatly into the category of a comet. Astronomers are now considering something even more radical. These may not be isolated events. They may be part of a pattern, a wave, a slow, deliberate sequence of contact disguised as randomness. For centuries, our skies were empty. Then suddenly, they weren't. And the only variable that changed was us. Among all the scientific papers, trajectory models, and observational data, one question looms that no institution wants to address publicly. What if it's not natural? When brightness is too high, when the path is too sharp, when motion isn't gravitational, a terrifying possibility emerges: artificiality. Not aliens in the Hollywood sense, no flying saucers or green faces, but probes, autonomous systems, artificial messengers sent long ago from places far away. AVA Lab suggests we may have already missed the message from Oumuamua, and 3-2 Atlas could be our second chance. Its surface properties, anomalous speed, and timing all hint at intentionality, or at least engineering. The James Webb Telescope continues to monitor its thermal signature, spin, and trajectory. But what if the answers we are about to find aren't about what it is, but who sent it? In a cosmos 13.8 billion years old, the most terrifying discovery wouldn't be that we are alone. It would be that we've been watched all along, and only now are smart enough to notice. As days passed, data from Webb and ground-based observatories converged on something deeply unsettling. The object was accelerating slightly, not in a way that solar radiation could explain. This wasn't comet outgassing. There was no tail, no particle plume, no traceable emission. Yet, the object continued to alter its trajectory with eerie precision. Webb's infrared lens confirmed a faint but consistent thermal signature, stable and patterned, not chaotic like an ice body. The anomaly echoed Oumuamua's behavior, where similar unexplained acceleration had caused quiet panic behind scientific doors. This time, however, it was measured, tracked, and feared, because acceleration without force suggests control. And for the first time, scientists began to whisper internally what they couldn't say on record. We are not just observing this object. We might be under observation too. With Webb's advanced instruments aimed directly at it, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center performed a full spectral analysis. They expected to find silicates, iron, ice, typical signs of celestial debris. Instead, they found something that shattered expectations. The surface composition didn't match any known asteroid or comet. Certain absorption lines suggested advanced carbon structures, more commonly associated with engineered materials than natural geology. In layman's terms, it looked manufactured. Its reflectivity was unusually high, with hints of symmetry in how it spun, something almost unheard of in random cosmic debris. One side absorbed more heat than the other, possibly indicating intentional design. Fluctuations in electromagnetic readings hinted at internal complexity, perhaps cavities or layered density. Whatever this was, it wasn't a typical chunk of rock. And if it isn't a rock, what is it? As public excitement grew, a new silence settled in. Agencies that initially released trajectory data and light curves, NASA, ESA, ISRO, suddenly pulled back. Mission pages stopped updating. Observational timelines vanished. Requests for raw Webb data were denied. FOI requests returned heavily redacted documents. Researchers were pulled from teams, specialists reassigned, access to telescope feeds quietly restricted. The public, initially fed curiosity, was now met with closed doors. Analysts suspected that something extraordinary had been found, and governments were scrambling not just to understand it, but to control what the public could know. Once a discovery challenges the frameworks of physics, security, or belief, it no longer belongs to science. It becomes a matter of control. And in space, control is as much about silence as it is about signals. As 3-2 Atlas glided silently through our solar system, a new realization dawned. This is no longer just a data point. It's an inflection point, forcing centuries of assumptions about space, solitude, and human centrality into reconsideration. If this object is artificial, it came from a civilization far older than ours, capable of building something that can survive millennia in deep space, a presence that alone is a message. If it isn't artificial, we've found a natural phenomenon so advanced it mimics design. Either way, our understanding of the universe is incomplete, and James Webb has held up a mirror to that ignorance. We are no longer staring into the void. The void may be staring back. Amid the mystery, a deeper idea rippled through the scientific community, not in public conferences, but in hushed conversations and encrypted emails. What if this object was never meant to be found by accident? What if its timing, the growing intelligence of our instruments, and the orientation of Webb's telescope were all part of a cosmic experiment? A probe waiting to be noticed by a civilization ready for detection, signaling, "You're intelligent enough to find us." Now, Let's see what you do next. Radio silence for billions of years, then suddenly, precise, intriguing activity. Could this be the moment where we become the data point? Where our reactions, our science, our fears, even our silence, all become part of their observation? Perhaps the scariest part isn't what we saw, but that we may never have been the observers at all. James Webb was built to look outward, to trace the earliest stars, decode the origins of galaxies, and pull back the curtain on cosmic time. But instead, it found something here now, possibly watching back. Not at the edge of the universe, but at our doorstep. Too perfect to be random, too silent to be ordinary, too timely to be coincidence. We wanted answers, but instead, we found a mirror, a quiet, gliding enigma reflecting not just infrared light, but our deepest insecurities. Are we alone? Have we ever been? Or were we simply never advanced enough to notice what has been passing us by? James Webb has revealed not just a celestial object, but the beginning of a new cosmic vocabulary, something that may include phenomena we aren't ready to define, whether artificial or natural, intelligent or accidental. We've entered a new phase of cosmic awareness. Our telescopes don't just show stars, they show how much we don't know, and perhaps how much someone else already does. This wasn't a warning. It was a test pattern. And now the question isn't whether we'll find something out there, it's whether something has already found us. If this story sent chills down your spine, made you question everything we thought we knew about the cosmos, or forced you to wonder who is really looking through the lens, don't walk away in silence. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video. The next object might not just be passing by. Comment below. Do you think 3-2 Atlas is natural, or something more?